Alright, so I told the one of the staff that I had a bag stolen off my bicycle and the front bars are, and he's like, yeah, there's pretty much nothing we can do about it. I just had to hear what he had to say in response to a complaint like that. Also, I got to wake up to listening to somebody masturbate this morning about 5 a.m. That was great. And also I'm skipping the breakfast. I thought they were cooking eggs. I came back because I thought there might be eggs, but all I see are donuts and heavily sugared oatmeal. So I'll pass on that. Looks like the Boise police have cleanup duty. Alright, since I see Zach is at Labor Max, I gotta give that guy the benefit of the doubt and head to my car. If it was anybody else, I probably wouldn't be in a rush to get to my car, but Zach just pulls his jobs out of the blue. I don't understand. You gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. In all my weeks of walking up this dangerous hill, never seen a car parked on this side of the road. It's hard to tell if anybody's inside. It probably is. He's just kind of looking slowly at me. Watching that schizophrenic guy argue with the corner of the building makes me wonder about the Pokemon Go game. It's like when you span that camera like over some particular area and one of those creatures show up on camera, it's like it might make you start thinking that you might imagine that they exist when you don't turn the camera on, in a way. I don't know, it's just a strange thought. I just realized that this Fred Meyer's doesn't sell clothes. I was gonna get white t-shirts. Alright, so I'm going to the food bank office to ask them about the demands that the Goodwill Working Solutions is putting on me. Is that acceptable for food stamps, the department as well? Alright, so these increase in demands are not being forced by the Department of Health and Welfare office. This is entirely the Goodwill Working Solutions. So apparently the Goodwill can put sanctions on me, and then they have to give a reason why. Alright, but the Goodwill definitely has full control on stopping my food stamps by saying I'm not complying. Okay, and it doesn't matter how hard they make things, how many more hours they want to ask or demand, how many more hours they want to demand, it doesn't matter. They can continue piling on more, and they should have policies that they're following for this type of behavior. And I need to learn what those policies are. They're definitely not coming from the food stamp office.
Where's your work plan?
I need a new work plan, the way it sounds.
Okay, but I just gave you one the last time I saw
It's changed, according to Ashley. I mean, I could show you her email. It sounds like it's changed.
So what are you doing now? Because it says in the journal here that you are working 30 hours a week.
Yeah, I'm recording the minimum of 20 hours per week, and I was doing that for quite a number of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started recently, the past few weeks, putting in and trying to put in an hour or 2 hours for the job search, trying to record that.
Okay.
But now I also have to document the wages. I have to, verify, and then I have to have somebody verify those job search hours at Department of Labor or library or whatever job I walk into. Which I go to LaborMax, and then also there's something else. Job search, the labor, and then the classes.
Okay.
I have to document 2 classes per month now, and it's changed a lot. So I have a new worksheet, completely new, the way it sounds.
So what I've looked at before I came out here to talk to you, you've been to no classes since you've been in the program.
I didn't, as far as I understood, it's not really,
But you're still unemployed.
Well, I mean, I've been going to LaborMax, and it's been, do you consider LaborMax unemployed?
Or are they sending you out?
It's spotty. It's spotty.
But you're getting paid for those?
Well, it's spotty though. Are you
getting paid for those?
There's money, yeah.
Okay.
Last week I worked for 2 days, full days.
Okay.
But I mean, this week looks pretty dry so far. It's Wednesday.
So have you been recording those work hours on your time?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. So those are countable hours. So that's probably
That's not job search. It's not.
No. So what she's saying there is that if on a timesheet where let's say you're working 14 hours or 15 hours in the week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, somewhere along the line, you're going to have to come up with 6 hours of some other form of activity, whether it's job search, classes, something else.
I'd count my self-employment towards that.
So all of that together, you can put your self-employment on there. But if you're self-employed for more than 30 hours a week,
no,
you're not.
I don't feel like, it's only YouTube. I don't feel like I'm doing that.
Okay, so then what you do is, let's say it's 2 hours a week. So now you have to have 4 hours in that week left. That's countable activity of search. So if you go to the Department of Labor, they'll initial off.
I don't think I'm quite hitting 30, but I know I'm putting in some time with it, like the YouTube. It could be pushing 20 hours. That's why I've been sticking with that.
Okay.
I don't believe I'm pushing it to 30. So it's,
right. So the whole thing is, what I'm talking about though is, if you have self-employment, okay, and this is week 1. If you have self-employment of your videos, whatever you're doing, and you did 10 hours.
Oh, no. Okay, sure.
I'm just making this up, 10 hours. And then
So the Goodwill Working Solution Systems wants to blame me for creating controversy and not understanding how they can increase the demands on people over time. They have no policy on it. They say they do it on a case by case basis. And I mean, they say they're not, they don't want to make it look like they're picking on me, but it is a case by case basis. All right, so not everybody has been told that they have to do 2 classes per month as a requirement. Not everybody. And they could easily increase that demand. I mean, there's no policy that they have written. The food stamps department believes that there's a policy, but when you talk to Goodwill, they don't have a written policy. They did at one time, apparently, but I was told, but they don't anymore. It's a case-by-case basis, so they could increase the class demands to more than 2 per month. Just keep tightening the vice grip on the unemployed, pretty much, on people who are struggling. They say they pride themselves on finding work for people. That's their business, but I mean, they have no problem writing people off too. Increasing the demands on people, and then when they eventually when they fail against these increased demands, write them off, sanction them, give your reason. Well, we demanded this and this from them, and we're through with them. He's sanctioned. I am facing some sanctions for extra work now that I didn't have to normally do. I was just writing in, filling out the sheet, and recording 20 hours per week of like self-employment. And now I have to do job search. I have to do classes. I have to verify that I was job searching. I can't just write in job search. And I kind of believe that verification thing was pretty necessary before anyway. Verification for job search. It just wasn't exactly clear. But apparently what I need to do is like tell a librarian to sign me in or something. They don't have to watch over my shoulder, but they have to know that I was at the library for doing something. The time I came in, the time I left. Not all librarians are cooperative with that, and understandably so. Even at the Department of Labor, not all workers there are cooperative with signing you in for working solutions and signing you out. Because how can they really verify what you did without watching over your shoulder? So this program is getting more tough. All right, and I'm just not sure how to handle it. And then I was getting told by the head supervisor, oh, we find people like you sketchy with your beards and your homelessness, so we have to watch you closer. Simple as that. So that's disturbing. I could see why they're getting a little harder on me. They say they're not picking on me, but it's a case-by-case basis, and that generally means you're picking on individuals. Oh, look at this pretty lady. This guy just pulls right up to the library. Like he's a bicycler.